Hey everyone, Kristy Arnett here, and for this edition of Strip Poker, I'm going to talk to Tom Breitling, one of the authors of the book Devil or Nothing, a story about how two friends risked it all to buy one of Las Vegas's legendary casinos. First of all, can you just give us an overview of what your book is all about?
Absolutely. Devil or Nothing is about the American dream. It's a book that celebrates Las Vegas. It celebrates the characters of Las Vegas, and it celebrates kind of the mystery of doing business in Las Vegas. Some people have called it like the real-life Ocean's 11, but really what it does is it focuses on the power in partnerships. And let me give you an example. I actually I moved to Las Vegas in 1993, driving from California to Vegas with $100 in my pocket. And my business partner, Tim, had asked me to join him in business. And it was a travel business, and we didn't know anything about it. So it was 1993, two 24-year-olds trying to figure the world out, taking on the world. And 12 years later, we had done two deals for over $200 million. And it was really through the power of that partnership that we were able to do that. But it was also through hard work and through trust and through loyalty. But in this book, you'll see that Las Vegas truly is the land of opportunity, and that we always kind of live by the Sinatra lyrics: if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. And this book celebrates all of those items.
When did you guys, as a partner, decide to buy the Golden Nugget?
Well, my business partner, Tim, it's been his dream to own a hotel and casino since he was just very young. And when Tim moved to Las Vegas, he lived in the Sands Hotel when he was 6 years old. And he grew up really around the Rat Pack. He grew up learning, about hold the check. And, Tim got a $100 bill for his 6th birthday. Okay, so that's kind of the difference in the personalities. But there was one time when I first moved to Vegas in January of 1993 where we were driving down the Strip and we were going past Caesar's Palace. And Tim said, one day we're going to own our own hotel casino.
Did you believe him at that time?
I laughed. And I had $20 in my pocket, and he got really mad at me, and he looked like he was going to punch me right in the mouth. And at that point, I knew he was very serious about owning a hotel and casino. And so after our first deal, where we sold Travelscape to Microsoft's Expedia, we actually had the resources to buy a hotel casino. And so here's how that meeting went. Tim called me up and he said, come to my office. I figured it out. We can buy a hotel casino, but I need $25 million. He goes, I'm going to put in $25 million. You're going to put in $25 million. Together, we have $50 million. We can go borrow $175 million. We can do a $225 million deal. And that's Tim, the big thinker. And for some reason, it didn't seem like that crazy of an idea. And I said, we could do this. And so we pooled our resources, and I really like the quote, most wars are won before they're fought. And so we put a lot of thought and we put a lot of diligence into finding the right hotel casino. And we found the Golden Nugget, and it was really a successful property that we could take to a whole new level. And really, it was Tim's the gambler. I'm more of the Midwestern pragmatic thinker, and kind of together we had a really powerful partnership as we got into the casino business. We felt like it was really important to incorporate poker into our strategy. If you look back in history, the Golden Nugget has always stood for gambling. And it's always stood for being a great place to gamble. But when we took over, there was no poker room. And so Tim really felt strongly about figuring out a way to put a poker room in there, especially around the World Series of Poker. And so what we did was we kicked off our poker room just a few months after we took over, and we catered to all sorts of games. But especially we catered to the higher end games during the World Series of Poker. And we had every poker player coming down to the Golden Nugget. We had Doyle Brunson, we had Chip Reese, we had Phil Ivey, we had even Larry Flint came down and made a guest appearance. But we had such a great flow back and forth between the Horseshoe at the time when the World Series of Poker was being held at the Horseshoe.
Now, tell me a little bit about Mr. Royalty. He seemed like a real pain in your side.
He was. He was. Well, the book the book talks a lot about gambling, and it talks a lot about our strategy to go after the high-end gambler. And first of all, let me say, people do win in a hotel casino. And Mr. Royalty is a perfect example of that. We wanted to deal high-stakes limits in our casino. And Mr. Royalty came in and beat us for almost $9 million. And he wiped out a lot of our profit. But that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to bring in the gamblers and give people a good gamble. That's what Tim wanted to do. But certain times, you just get that wave of luck where people don't lose. And it happens every day. Most of the time, it's smaller stakes. Mm-hmm. But in this particular case, we got beat for over $8 million.
Now, like I just said, you sold the Golden Nugget. What's life in Vegas for you like now?
Well, I've been focused on promoting Double or Nothing, mm-hmm. and I spent the last few years writing this book with Cal Fussman, and I really wanted to articulate our journey. And I think I did that. I really want the book to be inspirational. I want to go around the country and speak to young entrepreneurs about the opportunities that exist and how they might be able to focus on growing their business. And that's really, this book describes really how we did it and how other people might be able to do it, how we built a successful partnership and how other people might be able to build a successful partnership. And but we're also focused on getting back into the gaming business, and we're looking at lots of different opportunities. So stay tuned on that one.
And you're having a launching party?
We are. We're having a party on March 28th at the Red Rock Resort. We are having a party with Earth, Wind, and Fire, and it's going to be a fun night as we kick off Double or Nothing.
Thanks, Tom, for being our guest on Strip Poker. I'm Kristy Arnett for Card Player TV, and I'll see you at the poker tables.